Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Growing Table, where growing together is better than growing alone. It is officially time for a total backyard revival. First, I'm going to be filling up my raised beds with some steer manure and organic Kellogg raised bed potting mix soil that I got from my local Home Depot store to make sure this soil is nutrient rich and ready for a massive harvest. Then stick around for part 2, where I'm finally separating my little tree orchard to give this garden the clean organic look it deserves. As you can see in the video, we already had some dirt and dry tree branches under the raised beds just to cover up some space, and then we went ahead to put the steer manure and we spread it around, make sure it reaches all corners of the bed, and now we're just filling up the raised bed with the Kellogg soil. Isn't there like something so grounding about like the soil, the first soil prep of the season? Like, how do you all test your soil? Are you like a feel me person, like feeling the soil, touching it, or do you go straight for like the pH testing kit? To be quite honest, I have never used the pH testing kit. I don't even think I know how, but I think maybe I'll do a video learning and showing you guys how to do it, because then it will also be my first time. Let me know in the comments below if you test your soil, or if you just like amend it with or if you just put like manure and use like the potting mix. I go more for like the potting mix. As much as I love the chaos of a growing garden, this is my tree area, right? My little orchard area. I have like my grapefruit, my grapevine, I have my mandarins, and I have an avocado tree, a peach tree, a tangerine tree, and then I have a cherry tree just in this little area. But I wanted my fruit trees to have their own dedicated space. So today I'm finally drawing the line, literally, to separate the orchard from the rest of the yard. I went and I got these blocks from my local Home Depot, and the reason why I got these blocks is to separate the space, like I said, because I want to end up using these blocks, like the holes in the blocks, to plant stuff in it. Maximizing your whole garden, not letting any space go to waste. But by creating this boundary, I'm giving the trees a chance to really establish themselves and give the backyard much of like a cleaner look and a more intentional flow, because when I sat down and I was looking at the backyard, I didn't like the fact that the trees were just there wasn't like a separation. It was just into every area. But one thing I've learned is that sometimes it's all about creating those little areas in your outdoor space that makes gardening feel less like a chore and more like a retreat. You know what I mean? So I decided to use these blocks to make the demarcation, to line it out, and to separate the trees from the other part of the backyard. So that when I sit down and I look, I see my tree area, I see my raised bed area, and then, I see my backyard area. So my husband is helping me bring the blocks, and then I'm just making them into a straight line. But I'm curious to know, if you had a small orchard, which fruit trees will you be planting? Like, what fruits do you guys like? Anyways, like I said earlier, I have my grapevine, I have my mandarin, my avocado, my peach tree, my tangerine, and my cherry tree. Anyways, enough of it. Does anybody else get like a sudden boost of energy when they start organizing their backyard layout? Because me, I had to like withhold myself. I just couldn't. I wanted to do everything all at the same time. I wanted to separate the trees, plant stuff, do the raised beds, and then the kids decided to use it like a little play area, so they're climbing on the blocks and using it like a little bridge, which I found out to be so cute. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. Thank you for Thank you for staying. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And, leave a comment. Tell me what fruit trees you're planting. Tell me if you want to separate your garden to your little backyard area, have a little orchard area. And I really have like a lot of big plans for my backyard. So there will be a lot of like backyard makeover videos coming soon. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Ciao.